I have surprisingly little to say about the 2024 Game Awards, which I think speaks to its credit because that also means I have almost no complaints. None of my worst fears came to pass. The biggest was allayed thanks to Elden Ring's Shadow of the Erdtree DLC not winning any awards. Not a single one is impressive. I expected it to rob at least one category, but it ended up just being there for show. That it was nominated to begin with is still a travesty, but DLC winning nothing means we're not too far gone off the deep end of industry sanity. My next biggest fear was that the player's voice category would shame all of us as a community, since there was a 4 out of 5 shot that the winner would be fucking ass. 3 gacha games, a DLC, and Black Myth Wukong were the final 5. The China takeover of the gaming industry is real, but at least one of their games was respectable, and the respectable one, Black Myth Wukong, got the vote. But haven't you verifiably enjoyed multiple gacha games yourself in the past, Albino? Yes, but they're warping and collapsing the gaming economy in real time, and of the 3 gachas they nominated, Genshin, Wuthering Waves, and Zenless Zone Zero, they didn't even have the best one on there, Honkai Star Rail, which I also haven't touched in a few months because I'm over it, but still, that top 5 was so bleak it gave me conniptions, but we got the best ending with what we had. I would give the broadcast overall a B. On Twitter, it was posited beforehand by a game journalist source that there would be 2 holy shit moments with the world premieres, and I have no idea which reveals they were referring to because none of them hit that for me. There were surprise sequels and new IP from established studios, but nothing spoke to me in any particular way at that caliber that would make me go, holy shit. It was mostly, oh, okay. The most powerful oh okay moments for me, though, were the guy behind It Takes Two's new game, Split Fiction, which looks surprisingly really cool, the way you jump between fantasy and sci-fi settings with your pet dragons and stuff. I thought It Takes Two was way overhyped, but this looks better by a decent margin. Another one was Thick as Thieves, I think it was called, where it seemed like a PvP stealth game where you race to try to steal stuff and hinder your opponents before they can. Slay the Spire 2 got new footage and it looked really good. Then there was the new Power World update coming out in a little over a week with the new Big Island and a bunch of super cool looking pals. Those designs were killer, and I happen to be trying to platinum it currently with friends, so we're going to be all set at endgame by the time it comes out. There were other things that were good, or at least interesting. There were hardly any duds at all. There wasn't a lot of big, huge stuff that I personally resonated with, but the floor of quality was pretty solid, with a bunch of smaller games peppering the mix with potentially decent showings. The 4 objectively biggest reveals, though, were definitely The Witcher 4, that new Naughty Dog space game, Intergalactica or whatever, the Okami sequel, and whatever the fuck this new Elden Ring shit is. Elden Ring Night Rain is like the biggest WTF moment From Software's ever had. A co-op open-world boss rush with a shrinking circle like a battle royale. It's not clear what it even really is, and people don't know what to think about it. Some of them think it looks like a cheap cash grab, some people are like, streamlined Elden Ring co-op, awesome. And some people are like, why is the Nameless King from Dark Souls 3 here? The lore is in shambles. I cringed at it a bit when I saw it, honestly. I saw that shrinking circle and I was like, great, Elden Ring Fortnite, here we go. Maybe it'll still be fun, but there's a cheapness to it that I can't shake, like seeing a franchise sell out before your very eyes. The Witcher 4 looked cool, but I'm not a Witcher fan. Naughty Dog's game had no gameplay, even though the story bit was rendered in-engine and looked visually great, so good for them graphically, I guess. But there's no telling what kind of thing we're actually dealing with here. Only that it will have girl-on-girl action, because Naughty Dog loves that, and the main character is a bald chick, so there's no way they're gonna lean in hard. Also, Kumail Nanjiani is in it for some reason, though we only see his ID card. My early prediction for this game is one of the characters we haven't seen will be non-binary, and would love to talk to you about it, but she'll have exclusively feminine features, and you'll be like, why? The build-up speech from Jeff Keighley prior to the Okami sequel announcement had me hyped, because he was all like, moments like these are why gaming is so important to us. I'm so happy to be able to share this amazing world premiere with you. And he's getting choked up while saying it. And then it shows Okami running in a field, and then it's just Okami, the sequel. I don't remember Okami being that big of a deal. With a hype up like that, I was expecting something insane, like Bloodborne 2 or a new God of War. Speaking of Bloodborne, it's hilarious that not only was there nothing about that, but 2 more other PlayStation games got PC port announcements instead, The Last of Us 2 and Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Is anything else even left? Fucking Sackboy's Big Adventure is gonna make the jump before Bloodborne does, I swear. I actually just looked on Steam and have come to find out that Sackboy already did. Are we laughing or crying? Still no Silk Song, by the way. Has anyone done a wellness check on the developers' homes? There might be some flies buzzing around. Square Enix had plenty else to talk about, but Kingdom Hearts 4 sure wasn't it. FF16's Clive getting put in Tekken 8 looks pretty cool, though. 2025 is looking lit. Almost every announcement with a release date was slated for it, with maybe 3 or 4 exceptions. 2024 was a mid-year with a couple gems in my estimation, but 2025 is looking like we're getting back on track with a high volume of good shit. I'm here for it. But that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you can like, share, and subscribe. Watch all my other videos while wishing you could sing like the guy from 21 Pilots, and I'll see you guys next time.